Can a team of all our theme team MVPs band together to win a Stanley Cup? Let's find out. The time has finally come for us to put every single MVP all together on the same team to see if they can win a Stanley Cup. 20 theme teams, 20 episodes, multiple Stanley Cup wins, multiple heartbreaks, all leading up to this moment. The season 1 finale of the Tucson theme team. That's right, you heard me right. Season 1. We are doing season 2 for NHL 22 for sure. And if I can't find anything better to do, season 3, season 4, until NHL 23 finally comes out. We still have a lot of time to kill. It's slowly creeping up on us, but we're still not there yet. In this season finale, instead of doing the normal 3 sims, we are going to do 6 sims, 3 sims per conference to get the ultimate experience for the ultimate theme team. Also, how many times am I going to say theme team or MVP in this video? Probably too many times to keep track of, but I'll try and keep it to a minimum. And I'm going to give every player a proper introduction by saying which team they came from that led them to this moment. Representing the team of award winners, we have Alexander Ovechkin, who was representing the Rocket Richard Trophy Award in that video. From the team of undrafted players, we got Wayne Gretzky. Wayne Gretzky never drafted. I didn't know this when I was making that video. News to me. Anyway, Mario Lemieux, our first ever theme team MVP from the team of Stanley Cup winning captains. Brad Marchand from the team we built from opening hut packs. Connor McDavid from the team made using the NHL 17 Draft Champions mode. David Pasternak on the same line, made from the team of NHL 18 Draft Champions mode. Maurice Richard is representing the family members team number 1. Gordie Howe representing the family members team number 2. And in the middle of all of them, Sidney Crosby from my favorite theme team that we've made as Nova Scotian Pride, the team of Nova Scotians. And fourth and final line, my favorite player on this team, Daniel Sedin. That's right, he is my favorite player on this team. I'm not holding it back. Austin Matthews, I love you. I love the Leafs. I think I like Daniel Sedin just a little bit more. And the way he played during Sims is always amazing. I'm excited to see what he does even on the fourth line. In the middle of him and Matthews is Anze Kopitar, who is the all-time shot block leaders representative. And finally, on the forwards, representing the Calder Trophy winners, we got Austin Matthews. You can't forget about the defenseman who got us here as well, Ray Bourque, representing the retired jersey numbers team. Last to be voted in, Cale Makar, which I literally called before the video started that you guys were going to vote for Cale Makar no matter what, and he didn't even do that good in the sim, and you still voted for him anyway. I think I'm starting to get a read on how we're working around here. But he is representing the 2021-2022 regular season point leaders team. Victor Hedman, of course, representing the tallest players, active players at that, in the NHL. Shea Weber representing the all-time hits leader team. Torrey Krug representing the smallest active NHL players team. And Mr. Brent Burns is representing the oldest active NHL players team. Honestly, our defensemen are not god tier, but they're pretty dang good. This Ray Bourque guy, this Victor Hedman guy, and this Cale Makar guy, all amazing. And then we got the veteran leadership of Weber and Burns and Torrey Krug. He may be small, but he is powerful. Speaking of not the greatest, goalies are not amazing, but I just want to remind you that before we lose all 6 seasons because of them, you guys voted for them. So don't yell at me. We got Marc-Andre Fleury and Frederik Andersen. I mean, as far as active goalies go, they are 2 of the best in the league. But no Patrick Waugh, no Brodeur, no nothing fancy, just old-timey Marc-Andre Fleury. Of course, Fleury representing the team of unrestricted free agents, and Frederik Andersen representing the team of 1 player per country. With all the fancy pants introductions out of the way, and we know what we're doing, 6 seasons instead of 3, to make him feel more special. But we're not done there. We have things on the line today, or one thing in particular. Packs. I know. Everyone still cares about packs at the end of June, right?
No.
6 82 plus guaranteed players packs, the sleeper packs of NHL 22, the thing that made the game more fun than it honestly should have been. These packs fire all year long. We have 6 of them. What's going to happen is we're going to sim 6 seasons. If we do not win the Stanley Cup, let's say in year number 3, then I will quick sell pack number 3, and it will go for every single pack. So every season we don't win a cup, we could be losing out on a good card. I'm going to be straight up honest to you right now. I don't really play Hut anymore. So if we pull 99 Matthews and I have to quick sell him, it's just going to hurt me internally. But at the end of the day, I won't care as much. And it's for the content. You gotta love the content. If you're an OG subscriber, this is the closest to pack day that you're going to get for NHL 22. But there will be more in NHL 23. A lot more, in fact, hopefully. Enough wasting your time. It is time to get into the Sims. One more thing, actually. I think it'd be amazing if we named an MVP from this team to be the ultimate MVP. I don't know what we're going to do with that person, but we'll think of it when it happens. It's probably going to be Gretzky or Lemieux, let's be honest. But just like every other video, you get to decide. Okay, now I'm done rambling. I will see you at the end of year number 1, where we're starting in the Western Conference. At the end of year number 1, we are rocking 134 points, a 67-15 record, absolute dominance, which is not surprising. At the end of the day, the regular season really doesn't matter. So one thing we learned from this whole experience, when it comes to playoff time, EA Sports puts on a blindfold, swings at a piñata, and then picks a name out of the broken ashes, and then decides who's winning the cup from that. Actually, that would be a great way to build a team, put a bunch of names in a piñata. Probably never going to do that. If someone wants to steal that idea, go nuts. Mario Lemieux, 43 goals, 57 assists, 100 points on the dot. The best player on the team by far, if you want to count goals, because 6 more goals than Gretzky, only 5 more than Ovechkin. Ovechkin had more goals than Gretzky, which is going to happen in real life eventually, hopefully. Lemieux, strong start, 43 goals. I bet he doesn't have the most goals in the entire league. I bet the real life Ovechkin does. 67 goals for the actual Ovi on Washington, with 105 points to boot. Is this like the best? I don't know what your most goals ever seen by an actual NHL player in a sim. I think 67 is my top. Granted, I don't look at the entire league that often. I'm probably not going to do it again in this video. I just was curious, and well, goalies, Frederik Andersen, rough, like actually really rough. 8.84 save percentage, almost a 3 goals against average. But Fleury looking pretty dang good. Should also look at defensemen, just so you're wondering. Ray Bourque, unsurprisingly, the highest point getter on the team and the most goals as well. One more than Brent Burns, which is a surprise, actually having the second most goals as a defenseman. Wasn't expecting to see him there. I gotta keep the chitter chatter to a minimum. This is gonna be too long of a video if I keep rambling the whole time. It's never gonna end. First opponent in the playoffs is St. Louis, who has been slowly creeping up to become an enemy. They're pretty dang close. If they beat us here, they're definitely an enemy. By the time NHL 23 comes out, I'm just gonna assume every team is an enemy at this rate. 3, 2, 1, sim, win, win, win. That is what we like to see. Can we go 16-0 in any of these playoffs? That is the question. 12-1 in game 4, and we are moving on to the second round without any problems. I accidentally messed up. I hit stop sim and it didn't stop sim, but we have Colorado in the second round. We took game 1 4-3, very close. And as I'm recording this, and the same day you're seeing this, it is 3-1 for Colorado in the Stanley Cup Finals. Anyway, the rest of the 2 games, we win those 2. And we do sweep Colorado as well, so we're 8-0. Means we have a chance of the perfect Stanley Cup playoff run. I don't think Dallas is going to stop. I see Philadelphia. I don't like that. They've been on a hot streak of messing us up lately. But we're 12-0 going into the Stanley Cup Finals. We're either playing Philadelphia or Detroit, which I feel like we should sweep both of those teams. We're definitely winning. If we lose to either of them, I'm going to be sad. It is Detroit. I will say Detroit has a bright future ahead of them, but the future is not now, young man. The future is the future. This is the present. And in the present, we're dominating. We are dominating, 1 win away from the clean sweep, the perfect Stanley Cup playoff run. And we get it. The first ever playoff performance from the Tux and Theme team of Theme Teams MVPs is a 16-0 perfection run. Mario Lemieux with 14 goals, 13 assists for 27 points, but Gretzky gets 1 more goal than him for 15 total, and his 23 points. Cale Makar leading the defenseman for points, so you guys did good there on your final vote. Love to see it. John Carlson is crying in the corner watching this happen. As for goalies, we went with Fleury and Noah Anderson, which makes sense after the regular season performance, and Marc-Andre Fleury was absolutely electric. 928 save percentage, 1.82 goals against average. Clearly almost perfection, like as close as to perfection as you're going to actually get from a realistic level. Just wanted to see because Fleury was tearing it up. He did not win the Vezina, John Gibson did, but Fleury did win the William M. Jennings trophy. And the only person other than him to win an award on our team was Lemieux with the Lady Bing and the Conn Smythe, which I think should have also went to Fleury personally because he had those numbers 1 year down, 5 to go. Will we stay hot or will we drop off significantly? I will see you at the end of year number 2. If you thought this team couldn't get any better, you were wrong. 66, 11, and 5 for 137 points. You gotta love the dominance. I love it. Let's see who brought us here. This time we do have a 50 goal scorer, and it's Alexander Ovechkin with 51, but leading the team with points was Wayne Gretzky. 110, 48 goals, 62 assists. Lemieux loves rocking the clean 100 points, I guess, with his 40 goals and 60 assists. And Connor McDavid, 4th again, still riding up there, doing his thing with all the other legends aboard his team. Okay, shout out to Brent Burns. I'm sorry, I don't know what just happened there in my mouth, but Brent Burns tied Bork for most goals. He's been like the sleeper pick, I think, on this team, just vibing along. But yeah, leading the team for points on defenseman was Ray Bork, and he had 12 goals with his 44 assists. And I'm not going to say you guys made a wrong decision on this team, but if you made one, it was Frederik Andersen, because he's pooping right now. He is not playing good in any way, shape, or form. Has not hit the 900 save percentage yet. Just kind of a yikes. Better goals against average this time, I'm not going to lie. But where you hit the nail on the head was Marc-Andre Fleury. He has been electric. 916 save percentage, 2.09 goals against average. You can't ask for much more. He is vibing with 11 shutouts as well. We got Anaheim this time around, our second season in the Western Conference, a different playoff opponent. Love it when it's spiced up a bit. Will we take an L? Not yet, not in the first 3 games anyway. And we don't take one yet. 5, that's right, 5 playoff series in a row. I mean, we got a pretty dang good team, so it's kind of hard to lose, but we've done it before multiple times, in fact. So I'm talking whole series, not just a game. So I'm not going to get too excited yet, but I'm loving what I'm seeing. The first 3 games against Dallas go exactly the same as the last first 3 games against Dallas, and the 4th one follows suit as well. 8-0 for the 2nd time in a row. 6 series in a row. The MVPs are fully shining, and now they must face mortal enemy number 1, the Chicago Blackhawks. Can we slay them for the perfect run to go to the Stanley Cup Finals? We are 1 win away. This team, man, I know we have so many great players, but it's finally working. They're finally playing like they're actually good. They don't like doing that a lot in these sims, but it's finally happening. Same day, like Columbus Blue Jackets in the Stanley Cup Finals, my mistake. We're getting 2 softy opponents in a row. Can we sweep Columbus, though? Maybe I'm getting too confident. We can't. There it is. There's our first loss of the whole video in the playoffs, but we bounced back with 2 straight wins. Every time I get a little too confident, something happens, but we're not losing the series. We are up 3-1. I don't care. I wasn't going for the perfect playoff run. It just would have been neat if it happened. We take our first playoff loss, but we do not take our first series loss. Well, we are Stanley Cup champions back-to-back years. And you know what that means if you've been watching this entire series. We are 1 Stanley Cup away from the unattainable three-peat that we've been trying to get this whole time. And wouldn't it be poetic to get it in the final video of the season with all the MVPs banding together? Playoff Gretzky is in full effect. 12 goals, 10 assists, 22 points. Lemieux also 22 points. Matthews with 10 goals, 2 behind Gretzky. McDavid having an off year, bunny ears, not being 4th on the team. I know, what an off year. 6 goals and 10 assists in 16 games. Terrible. Just kidding, obviously, but sometimes you got to clarify. Brent Burns still keeping up with his goals. 1 behind Cale Makar this time. Cale Makar in the playoffs is bumping. Cale Makar in the regular season, kind of meh. It's kind of interesting, actually. Victor Hedman with 14 assists to lead the team in points. And can we talk about this Fleury guy? Because I'm loving what I'm seeing. We're almost under 2 goals against average again in the playoffs, which is just fantastic. Year number 2, a success. 4 years to go. We are bumping. We are on pace for that 3-peat. Might as well make it a 6-peat at this pace. I'll see you at the end of year number 3. We finished with 130 points, 63, 15, and 4. Still absolutely dominating. No one is close to our level, which I mean obviously makes sense. But yeah, once again, President's Trophy winners. 1 final playoff run in the West. Point getter Wayne Gretzky, 97 points. 2 ahead of Mario Lemieux, who had 95. Lemieux with the most goals with 45. And finally, McDavid is not nestled into 4th place. Having an off year, like I said, 23 goals, 45 assists. Not bad at all. I'm loving that Ovechkin guy. 41 goals, 49 assists for 90 points. Victor Hedman finally stealing most points from Ray Bork. He had 50, which is actually pretty dang good. Brent Burns not slowing down with his goals, though. Still 2nd on the team for defenseman. He's consistently been doing that. Something I've noticed, something I'm liking. May have had the least points, or least amount of points for proper English. His plus minus, very good like everyone else. And 2nd most goals, so I'm loving what I'm seeing. Finally, Frederik Andersen shows up. He has the exact same save percentage as Fleury, but Fleury having a better goals against average by 0.10 and 3 more shutouts and way more games played and more wins, yada, yada, yada. So obviously, Fleury proving that he is the better goalie in these sims to Frederik Andersen. Our first round opponent in our final Western Conference playoff run is Edmonton. We haven't played Edmonton yet. I'm actually interested in this. The three-peat is on the line, and this is usually when the curse happens, either the first season or the third season, never the second season. But anyway, 3, 2, 1, win, win, win. I like it. I like it a lot. It might finally happen, guys. We've been waiting technically 21 episodes. This is the 21st episode, and it might actually happen. Dallas likes making it to the second round, but I hope they like second round exits even more because we're on a mission. Can they beat us once, though? They can, actually. They finally do. It only took them, what? Like 11 games to beat us one time in the playoffs. They got to beat us 3 more times. We only have to beat them once, and we do it. Conference final bound. I was waiting for this moment, actually. I knew we were going to have to do this eventually. We are playing Vegas, the OG villain in our story. They ruined our first ever theme team. I will never forgive them for it. 3, 2, 1. Win, win, win. Come on. Who are we playing in the final? Ooh, Tampa. Perfect. I'm fine with this. Bring us Tampa. There they are. Our final chance at the... technically not our final chance at the three-peat, but the final chance at the three-peat in the Western Conference for season number 1. It all comes down to this. 3, 2, 1. Bang. No, okay, we're fine. I seen the loss come up at first, and my heart sank. But we're up 2-1. We have the series lead. We're not out of the woods yet. It's looking pretty good. A 9-2 win last game as well. And we put them on the brink of elimination. It's happening. All of our simulations have been leading up to this moment. 3, 2, 1. Celebration time, boys. We did it. The three-peat has finally been achieved. It only took... this isn't even our most broken team. You know what? So I'm not even going to say that because we've had teams that were 100 overall. We've had teams that were 99 overall, 98 overall. This team, if you're wondering, is 97 overall and $110 million over the cap limit as well, if you're wondering about that. So kind of illegal, but still not our best team, and it is officially the first one to ever three-peat, which you love to see, especially when you remember I have packs on the line, if you care about that at all. I don't personally, but I figured it'd be more fun.
Nobody cares!
Wayne Gretzky leading us there with 15 goals, 15 cents right behind... 15 cents? Anyway, 12 goals for Ovechkin, 14 assists for him as well, and McDavid in third place this time around, with Gordie Howe also bumping up there. A great performance from everyone as predicted. Brent Burns finally has an off year for goals, but he's still tied for second on the team, so he kept that going. Ray Bourque with 6 goals, 12 points, but Cale Makar with 13 points to lead the defenseman. Apparently, we played Anderson for 29 minutes, and he saved 8 shots. I don't know why we did that. I'm not complaining because he didn't let anything in. Kind of a weird flex. Kind of surprising saying this, but this is Fleury's worst playoff performance when a 9.11 save percentage and a 2.15 goals against average. So when that's your worst playoff performance, you're doing something right. We finally three-peated. We still got 3 seasons to go. I'm going to try and speed it up. I don't know if you guys like long videos. If you do, and I'm fine with making them, but I don't want to take up too much of your time. But 3 more seasons, I will see you at the end of year number 1 in the Eastern Conference. In our first year in the Eastern Conference, looking very similar to our final season in the West. 130 points, 63 wins, 15 losses, 4 assists, 4 why can't I talk? 4 overtime losses. Ovechkin on top for points with 98. Goals goes to Mr. Mario Lemieux with 47. Mom? Connor McDavid with 37 goals. On defense, this is probably the most overall banging defensive performance ever. 10 goals apiece for Makar, Bourque, and Hedman. Burns only having 6, Weber with 7, and then Makar on top with his 55 points. Hedman and Bourque tied for 46. Anderson is back to sucking, kind of. He has 3 losses to his 20 wins, so in that regard, he's doing amazing. But as for his stats, almost 3 goals against average, an 8.73 save percentage. To Fleury's 9.15, 2.18 save percentage, and goals against average. Also 43, 12, and 4 with 7 shutouts. So, I mean, he's doing pretty dang good. He's just been a rock. We can just rest on him. Rest assured he's holding down the fort. We got the New York Islanders as our first playoff opponents in the East. I didn't even consider a 4-peat happening because I've never seen the 3, but we're on pace for that, though. Like, it can happen. It can happen, but we're down 2-1 to the cheeky little New York Islanders. Could we be seeing our first quick sell pack? We tie the series 2-2. Obviously, I'm doing all the packs at the end. I didn't really specify that, but I figured you'd figure it out when I didn't open one at the end of the first season. We ain't quick selling nothing. We're up 3-2. We are 1 game away from the second round, and we get there. Good try, Islanders. Our toughest opponents yet. Taking 2 games. No one's done that yet. But now we must play Boston. Will Boston take 2 games, or will they take no games? Or will they take 4 and just make us go home? Apparently, that's what's happening. I shouldn't have said anything. We're down 3-0 to the Boston Bruins. The impossible comeback is needed, or we're done. Well, we're not done, but our four-peat's done. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Okay, we're clawing back. Game number 4 goes to us. Game number 5 goes to us as well. We're not done until we're done with this team. We are electric. We are fighting. We are fighters. We're fighting game 6, and we bring it back to game 7. This team is so dominant, they could actually come back down from 3-0. It doesn't happen often in the NHL at all, like at all. We have forced game 7. Can we do the reverse sweep? 3, 2, 1. We don't know. It was right there. I can't believe EA Sports teased me like that. I might as well just got us swept at that point. I would have been less upset. Now I'm just sad. Well, no 4-peat, unfortunately. At least we got our 3-peat before this happened, so there's that going for us, but it also means some cards are being quick sold later on. 14 points from Gretzky. The team just didn't do well. Like, everyone not named Gretzky was kind of just average, and that's why we fall. Yeah, not really any defensive help. Makar with 6 points to lead, and was Fleury finally bad? He was technically barely clinging on to 900% save percentage, and his goals against average were almost 2.5 when he's been averaging basically under 2. So when we needed him most, he wasn't his strongest, but I'm not going to completely blame him. We have 2 seasons to go. We've done everything we've needed to do, but I'd like to end on a strong note and get us another 2-peat. So I will see you at the end of year number 5. We have a better showing in year number 2 in the East. 139 points, 69 wins, nice. 12 losses and 1 overtime loss. I'm always going to do that. I have to do it. It's just in my blood. 106 points for Lemieux. 47 goals, leading the team by a mile. Pasternak sneaking his name up there with 86 points as well. Victor Hedman most points as a defenseman, once again with 48 points. Brent Burns finally slowing down his goal train. It lasted quite a while, I'm not gonna lie. Rayborg with 13, pretty dang good. Being a slowing down, Fleury is starting to slow down. He had like virtually the same stats in this regular season as he had the last playoff run when we lost. And Anderson actually having better stats than Fleury for the first time in these sims. Well, this looks familiar. New York Islanders in year number 2 in the East. I was going to say we're going to look for redemption, but they're not the ones who knocked us out. So we're just looking to win and move on, which we are doing pretty easily. It is, in fact, a sweep. I reckon we're going to win the rest of these seasons, but I could be proven wrong. This is kind of deja vu in a nutshell, isn't it? Playing Boston once again. We're not losing to you 2 seasons in a row. I don't care. That's right. Win, win, win. Not surprising to me at all that we sweep Boston the next year after they eliminate us. I'm not even like remotely surprised at all. And we play Tampa Bay in the conference finals. I'm also not surprised I forgot to see who won the cup the year we lost because I was too devastated. So I'm sorry about that. 3, 2, 1. We beat Tampa, no problem. It's fine. We don't beat them, no problem. In fact, we don't beat them at all in game number 4. We do in game 5, and that means Stanley Cup Finals bound. And I bet you didn't have this matchup in your head when you're thinking Stanley Cup Finals, us versus the Winnipeg Jets, but here we are, and we are out with vengeance to make up for our last season's loss, and we lose, win, win. We're up 2-1. Shout out to Winnipeg for trying to take us down, but we're not losing 2 seasons in a row. We are on top. 5-3 victory in game number 5. And that means we've got 1 season to go. We are 4-1 for winning cups. That 1 loss is kind of heartbreaking now, I'm not gonna lie, but I'm not surprised about it at all. Honestly, the contrary, I'm surprised we're winning as much as we are. Sidney Crosby, most goals with 9, most points with 20. Tied for most points, I should say, because Gordie Howe also had 20 points with 7 goals. Cale Makar sneaking his head in the playoffs. Once again, 14 points to lead defenseman. And 5 goals, also leading defenseman. And then tied for the best plus minus with Ray Bourque. Also, Ray Bourque and Makar is like the Avalanche fans' like perfect dream defensive pairing, I would imagine. I bet that would be pretty fun to watch. And guess who's back? Back again. Marc-Andre Fleury is back. Tell a friend. 927 save percentage, 1.91 goals against average. Electric, only losing 2 games the entire playoffs. Love to see it, which means 1 final season before the end. Will we return to glory or will we face failure for a final time? I will see you at the end of year number 6. And we are going out with our best season of all time, I'm pretty sure. 73-6-3, only losing 9 games on the season total. 6 in regulation, 149 points. Absolute dominance. No competition. Gretzky nets 40 goals, 56 assists to lead the team with 96 points. Ovechkin leads the team with goals with 46. 2 points behind Gretzky. And as for points, no one else was really close. Gordie Howe, the next closest, with 85. McDavid and Lemieux tied with 84. Ray Bourque claims his spot on top once again with 56 points, 15 goals. But Brent Burns is back. 13 goals as well. I love it. Love every second of it. And to end, Frederik Andersen has a really strong season. 21 wins, 2 losses, 4 shutouts, 9.22 save percentage, under 2 goals against average with 1.99. Better stats than Mr. Fleury, but Mr. Fleury, 52-4-3. Absolutely crazy. The team is showing out for the final season. Now let's get us one more Stanley Cup. We're playing Washington, so something a little different in the East. Simmet, win, loss. So no perfect record to end the year. That's fine, though. We just need a win, which we're currently not doing. We are currently not winning. Series is tied 2-2. Okay, thank you. 5-0 W. That's what I like to see. And then a 3-2 win. In 6 games, we defeat the Washington Capitals. Last time we lost 2 games. In the first round, we lost to Boston. And here they are to return the favor. Hopefully, they do not, though. Come on. Yes, I love it. One more game, please. We do it 8-0. No problems. Boston's gone. We got our revenge on Boston for them ruining our perfect seasons. Now we play Pittsburgh in the conference finals. We haven't played Pittsburgh yet. We don't know how we're going to do, but let me guess. Can we sweep them? Yes, we can. Chicago. Okay, I love this. This is amazing. Final season 1 playoff run, and Chicago and Vegas are in the Western Conference Finals, battling it out to face us in the Stanley Cup Finals. That's actually amazing. And the Vegas Golden Knights win the series, so we finally come to a conclusion. The team that ruined our first ever theme team battles us in the Stanley Cup Finals in our final theme team of Season 1, obviously. But it is the conclusion. It is happening right now. 3, 2, 1. Win. Goodbye, Vegas. GG's. Nice try. 5-1 in Stanley Cup championship rings, and it happens. We sweep Vegas. We do the back-to-back, and we end the season, the series, with our heads held high and nothing to look back on except for what could have been the 6-peat. In the final year, Ovechkin slaughtering with 14 goals, 8 assists for 22 points. Lemieux, 6 goals, 18 assists for 24 points to lead the team. As for defenseman, Mr. Victor Hedman led by 3 with 13 points. Goals going to Shea Weber with 3. Wasn't expecting that, honestly. And the plus and minus also going to Weber. So shout out to Weber, putting up some pretty good numbers in the final season. The final statistics to look at: Marc-Andre Fleury, 16-2 with 3 shutouts, 9.20 save percentage, 2.11 goals against average. I really wish we won that game 7 against Boston. It just wasn't meant to be, but it's fine. Sometimes you just gotta lose. That is it for the theme team of theme team MVPs. Their job is done. There's only one thing left to do. We are hitting up the EA Casino and we are ripping packs. We only have to quick sell 1, which is kind of a surprise to me. It's pack number 4. We're going to be kind of building up the luck for it to be good for us to just waste it away. First 82 plus pack, what we got. We get to keep this one, so it's going to be bad. We only get to lose 1, and you already know it's going to be the one that has the good card in it. I'm not even surprised. Cider, there's a 97 out right now, and instead we get that base 1 and 82 patch already, so I kind of wish this one was being quick sold, but that's not the case. Pack number 2, ripping it as we speak. Be something good, because I can keep you. Just don't be that guy, EA. Don't make the one pack that I can't keep amazing. Just make them all bad equally. Speaking of bad equally, second one as equally as bad as the first one, with an 82 is Sean Monahan. Pack number 3, we're building our pack luck, which is a good bad thing. Hopefully we built it enough for pack number 3 to bang, but it's just 83 John Tavares, which means virtually nothing. Hey, an 83 again, and Tarasenko, and an 84 Hughes, so I guess it's better than average, but like in basically July, that's the average. That's basically like pulling a bronze in July. Like, not even kidding. The moment you've probably been waiting for. This pack doesn't belong to me. This pack belongs to the EA devs. And I hope that they don't give us something good. But they're going to be smiling upon me when they take away whatever purple's in this pack. Nothing so far. Come on, just show us the shine of gold. The gold shine. Thank you. Just an 82 Jared Spurgeon. And nothing at the end. We are free. There is nothing bad that can happen to us. And it is gone. Yes, I confirm. You think I care? I don't really care. It's gone. We dodge a bullet. Maybe there'll be something good in this pack. Because we sacrifice all those cards to Mr. EA himself. And he will give us back probably nothing. Our pack luck's been terrible lately, so it's not like I was expecting anything to come from this. It's kind of an anticlimactic finish here if we get nothing. This is our last pack. This will be the end of the Tucson Theme Team Season 1. This is how we're going out. Who do you vote for the MVP of the MVPs? I only really brought it up at the start, but I do want to know who you guys think deserved it. I didn't really pay enough attention to have my vote. Not that my vote technically matters. All up to you. You decide. 20 players, one of them to be the ultimate MVP. Enough stalling. Final pack. It's all ours to keep. And we're getting an 82 Kuznetsov. Thanks, EA. Thanks for reminding me why I stopped playing HUD, actually. You know what? It's just not really fun anymore at this point in the year. For some reason, I don't care about any of the cards that I've seen this whole time. Thank you, everybody, so much for watching. It's been so much fun making I want to call them franchise videos, but they're not even franchise. I'm making them in season mode. Either way, been having a lot more fun making those. Glad that everyone's been enjoying them as much as they have. We're not done yet. This is just the beginning. Like I said, I'm doing these types of videos until NHL 23 comes back, where I'll switch back to HUT until I don't have fun with it anymore, which is hopefully enjoyable all year, because that's what I'd like to happen, but it's not really realistic. But yeah, who is your vote for the MVP of the MVPs, the ultimate MVP? Let me know down below. Thank you, everybody, so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I will catch you in the next one. Peace out.